शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां विषजे भवरोगिणां हृदये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ज्ञानानन्दमयं देवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवम् उपास्महे। सदाशिवसमारम्भां व्यासशङ्करमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादशङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। विश्वेशं माधवं रुण्डिं दण्डपाणिं च भैरवं वन्दे काशीं गुहां गङ्गां भवानीं मणिकर्णिकाम्। अतिष्ठनष्टमहाकाय कल्पान्तदानोपमा भैरवाय नमस्तुभ्यम् अनुज्ञां दातुमर्हसि। आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयोधमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। Now let us understand the unique qualities one can find in Hanumanji, because on Vaisakha Bhaula Dasami we will be observing Shri Hanuman Jayanti. Vaisakhe Masi Krishnayam Dasamyam Mandavasare Purva Bhadra Prasutaya Mangalam Shri Hanumate. Hanumanji Jayanti is observed on Vaisakha Bhaula Dasami. So on this auspicious occasion, let us try to understand the important and unique qualities one can find in Hanumanji. And Hanumanji should be the role model for everyone, particularly the youth. These are the words of Swami Vivekananda. Swami Vivekananda says that every youth should follow Hanumanji, and Hanumanji should be the role model for everybody. So if you look at Hanumanji, Manojavam Marutatulyavedam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanarayodhamukyam Sri Ramadutam Sirasa Namami. Hanumanji can fly at a pace that is at par with the pace of Vayudeva, and because he is Vayuputra, and Hanumanji has firm control on the sense organs, and he is the first and foremost of all the knowledgeable people, and of all the intellectuals he is the greatest. And if you look at the Kapisena, Vanarasena, that was led by Sugriva. Sugriva is Vanaradipa. Hanumanji is the most important of them, and he is the messenger of Rama, Ramaduta, Ramadasa. And Hanumanji helped Sitaji to get rid of the sorrow, and he is the most suitable role model for everyone. In Valmiki Ramayana, in Krishna Kanda, Hanumanji enters the story, and at that point of time Sugriva gets worried. He was tense because from a distance, from Rishabhuka Parvata, Sugriva was able to see Rama and Lakshmana coming in Tapas Vesha with Dhanush and all. So then he was worried, thinking that these two gentlemen were sent by Vali to kill me. So Udvidna Hrudayaha, that was the state of affairs, mental state of affairs of mental situation of Sugriva. And that point of time Hanumanji says that because Vali Kilbisha Shankitaha, that was the state of mind of Sugriva. Then Hanumanji gives him assurance and tells him, don't get worried, let me go and find out who are these two gentlemen. Saying that, he goes to Rama and Lakshmana and he starts talking to them. And with his brief conversation, Hanumanji was able to win the hearts of Rama as well as Lakshmana with his skillful talking. And in the process, he made them agree to have an agreement with Sugriva regarding the friendship. And he took them to Sugriva and made them friends. Rama Sugriva Sandhata. Hanumanji is the person who was instrumental to bring Sugriva and Ramji together. The friendship bondage between these two was established only because of Hanumanji. And he completed the task that was given by Sugriva. Not only that, he went beyond the scope of the task that was assigned to him. Sugriva said that, Hanumanji, please go and find out who are these people, these two gentlemen. But Hanumanji went there, found out that these two are sons of Dasharatha, and he convinced them and he took them to Sugriva, and he was instrumental in the friendship between these two. And he was the most stable in accomplishing the task that was assigned. And whatever he was talking, the brief conversation he had with Bhagavan Ram and Lakshmana, it was free from any grammatical mistakes, defects free, and it was heart touching, rather heart winning conversation. And that led to victory of his leader ultimately. And he is a great scholar of grammar. Hanumanji is Ramavyakarana Pandita. So, the message is that youth can learn the communication skills from Hanumanji. Let us understand what was Bhagavan Ram's reaction after listening to Hanuman. Hanumanji spoke to them, asked them questions. Then Bhagavan Ram was telling Lakshmana, we have to observe the talent and skill this gentleman is having. And any ruler who is having a minister like this would be victorious, and all his desires would get fulfilled because of a minister like him. And Sugriva got the benefit of friendship with Rama, got his wife back, and he got the kingdom back which he lost to Vali only because of the effort, the timely effort, very effective and very efficient task that was accomplished by Hanumanji. And Hanumanji was always concerned about the wellness and development of his leader. And these are the qualities one should expect from an employee, from a minister, or from a leader. The society expects these kind of qualities from its leaders. The Prime Minister or Chief Minister would expect these qualities in his Council of Ministers. And let us also understand what other aspects are there with regard to communication skills as appreciated by Bhagavan Ram. Bhagavan Ram says that this person has got very good communication skills, and so we should also talk to him with sweet words. And he is an expert in Rigveda, Samaveda and Yajurveda. Non-Rigveda Dharinaha, न नानृग्वेद विनीतस्य न यजुर्वेदधारिणः न सामवेद विदुषः सक्यमेवं प्रभाषितुं. That's what Bhagavan Ram tells. And whatever he was talking, there were no inappropriate words, because he was using the right kind of words, and he had got good command over the vocabulary, over the language. He spoke about various aspects, but no mistakes. And the brief conversation also indicates that he has got immense expertise in grammar. So we have to pay attention to the grammar when we are talking, when we are writing. And no bad signs in the face, in the eyes, forehead or eyebrows, or even other parts of the body while talking. This is another important quality one has to look for when we are referring to the communication skills. And he spoke in brief, but with complete clarity, no ambiguity, and he was not stopping while talking, and he was also not breaking the words and making them meaningless. We more often come across people who made this mistake of breaking the words, and as a result of that, the meaning gets lost. And he was neither in hurry nor too slow. He spoke with confidence and he expressed his views very clearly. And the voice modulation was also proper, and neither too low nor too high. And the words used by him were with full of clarity, and he delivered the thought with a natural speed as per the principles of the language. And fluency was another aspect which should be appreciated. So these are the communication skills one has to focus on to move forward in the career or in the professional path. So now let us, having looked into the communication skills, let us look into other skills and other qualities. And Hanumanji is the most efficient in task accomplishment, because when Sugriva was sending 4 teams of Vanaras to search for Sita ji to 4 different directions, Hanumanji was in the team that was going to the southern direction. And at that point of time, and in the team in which Hanumanji is there, Andada is the leader, and Jambavan is also there in the team. In spite of that, Bhagavan Ram gave the ring, Anguliyakam, to Hanumanji, saying that, Hanuman, if you come across Sita, if you happen to meet her, please give this to her, so that she will recognize that you are my messenger. That indicates that Bhagavan Ram has confidence in Hanuman's ability. And the team that was sent to the southern side by Sugriva in search of Sita ji was not able to complete the task in the time that was given by Sugriva, and they lost hope. They were scared of the consequences once they go back to Sugriva without fulfilling the task. So they were ready to do prayopavesa. They were ready to give up their lives. At that point of time, this is a crisis. Hanumanji is the best person with ability to manage the crisis. You know, whenever disaster is there, Hanumanji is the best person to pull you out of the disaster, pull you out of the crisis. Whenever you are in trouble, Hanumanji is the best person to do troubleshooting. And here, At this point of time, when Vanaras were not having any hope, they were even ready to sacrifice their lives because they could not do as per the instructions given by Sugriva. Because Sugriva has zero tolerance for any deviation from the instructions given. So, Jambavan intervened and he ensured that Hanumanji takes up the mission and crosses the ocean to reach Lanka and find out Sitaji. And thus Hanumanji saved the lives of Vanaras who lost hope, who lost everything. So Hanumanji said that I would go to Lanka, I will cross the ocean, which is Satajojana. And at that point of time, his message to Vanaras is that Yatha Raghava Nirmuttaha Sarasasaraga Vikramaha Lankam Gavishyami Ravanapalitam. He says that I will go to Lanka, which is ruled by Ravana, like the arrow that is released by Bhagavan Ram, with pace at par with that of Vayu. Here it has two points to be noted. One is that it indicates egoless and unassuming, and the second one is Kartrutva Tyaga. I am not the person who is doing this task, and that's what we say, Naham Karta, Naham Bhorta, Hari Karta, Hari Bhorta. I am not doing this, and I am not the person who will enjoy the benefits of this task once it gets done. Hari is Bhagavan Vishnu, or Hari is doing it, and whatever result I am getting as a result of this task, that would also be given to Hari. And this is the kind of attitude one should have. That's what Gita Acharya also said, Karmanye Vadikaraste, Ma Paleshu Tadachana. So this kind of egoless, unassuming, and not claiming the credit for the task accomplished, this kind of nature, this kind of qualities are very, very essential for anybody who is duty bound. The moment I think that I have done this, I have done this, I have done this, the more I say I, the ego will increase. And another aspect which is of greater importance is goal setting. Everyone should have the skill of goal setting. Before starting the ocean crossing journey, Hanumanji offered salutations to Surya, Mahendra, Vayudeva, Brahma, and sought their blessings. Sa Suryaya Mahendraya Pavanaya Swayambhuve Bhutebhya Chanjaling Kurtva. He offered respectful namaskarams to all of them. Whenever we do any work, we should seek the blessings of elders. Then their blessings will be of great help to us in fulfilling the task that was assigned to us. And respect to elders and seeking their blessings is an ideal quality which is disappearing in our society, unfortunately. Particularly the youth, they don't care for the elders. They don't care for their even their own parents, teachers and all. So this is the point to be noted from Hanumanji's actions. And the task assigned by Sugriva, in accordance with the promise he made to Bhagavan Ram, as per the agreement between them, the whereabouts of Sita ji have to be found out, and Hanuman ji was doing that task with complete dedication and devotion, commitment, without any ego. And Hanuman ji had a clear strategy. He had a plan before him. And he tells that I will search for Sita ji in Lanka. If I am not able to see her in Lanka, I will go to Swargaloka. And if I am not able to find her even in Swargaloka, I will bring Ravana here. And he also says that I will get Ravana along with Lanka to here. That is an indication of immense self-confidence, goal setting, clarity with regard to the task that has to be accomplished, what to do, how to do. And this kind of vision, this kind of clarity, this kind of planning, this kind of strategy is very, very, very important. I should know what I have to do, and I also should know what are the means and ways that would be adopted to do this. And these are the factors that are imperative for success. And these are the best qualities expected from the youth. And now another important factor is no distraction, no deviation. When Hanumanji was going, Mainaka Parvata, a mountain, it came out from the ocean, and Mainaka offered hospitality and requested Hanumanji to take rest for a while and respect their friendship. But Hanumanji thought that this also would be an obstacle. There can be obstacles with good intentions also. We cannot assume that all obstacles would have bad implications and bad intentions. There would be obstacles and constraints with good intentions as well. This is an example of that. Then Hanumanji told politely to Mainaka, saying that I am happy, Pritosmi Pruthamadijam. I am very happy with the kind of hospitality provided by you. Don't get upset. And I cannot afford to lose time. Look at these words. What are these words? I cannot afford to lose time. Every minute, every second is precious for me, valuable for me. And I also have taken a pledge that I won't stop in between. I have started and I should reach there. In between, no stoppage, no halt, no rest, no break. Uninterrupted, without any break, I want to go there and fulfill the task that was given to me. That is the kind of determination and dedication required. Once you start your task, no deviations at all. You should not have any break. This is the message from Hanumanji. And respect for time and determination to complete the task, the commitment, concentration, focus. These are all the vital qualities that are required, that are expected rather, from every individual, particularly the youth. And when you have these qualities, then success is yours. You are on the side of the success. The moment you deviate from these principles, the moment you lack these qualities, then you will be on the other side. On the one hand you have success, on the other hand you have failure. So it is up to us to decide whether we want to be on the side of the success or on the side of the failure. And our conduct, our behavior, our attitude, our thinking, all these factors matter a lot when we are talking about success versus failure. And at this point of time, when Hanumanji politely declined the offer given by Mainaka to have his hospitality, Devendra tells Mainaka that Hanumanji is fearless, in spite of the fact that he is on a mission which is scary and fearsome. And he says that the kind of courage Hanumanji is having, or demonstrating rather, is commendable. These are the words of Devendra. Mark these words. And the message is that one has to be free from fear. One has to be fearless. Need not be having the fear. When you are doing difficult task, when somebody is doing a normal task, you need not worry. You need not have any fear. When you are doing very difficult task, even at that point of time, you should be fearless. You should have courage. These are the qualities of a person who would be on the path to success. And the next obstacle was Surasa, the second one. And in that case, Hanumanji demonstrated his sharp thinking, intellect and instant decision making. Instant. Within a split of a second, the decision has to be taken. That's what Hanumanji did. It gets demonstrated. And these are the great qualities. Presence of mind, applying the mind, applying your intellect, timely decision, sharp decision, and implement the decision. These are the qualities one has to have, as demonstrated by Hanumanji. If you have these qualities, no obstacle will stop you. No obstacle can affect you. You will be free from all these constraints, challenges, limitations, obstacles, difficulties, etc. and you will be successful. Then the third one is the Simika. Simika comes, and it is the most difficult and most scary task. And at that point of time, Hanumanji did not show any signs of fear. All he demonstrated was complete energy, full energy, very energetic. So one should not lose enthusiasm. One should not, lose the energy. You should have enthusiasm and you should use your energy to come out of the obstacle or difficulty or challenging situation. And in Sundarakanda, it is said that Hanumanji has 4 qualities. These are the words of Siddhas, Gandharvas, and who considered Hanumanji as the most respectable person. And they were saying that this is the person who should be worshipped. He is considered as Pujyatama. So that's why we are worshipping Hanumanji even now, after several thousands and lakhs of years also. What are these qualities? Courage, valor, sharpness and intellect. These are the qualities, 4 qualities Hanumanji demonstrated. As a result of that, he was on the path to success. And that is why we believe that Buddhim Balam, Yasodhairyam, Nirbhayatvam, Arogatam, Ajadyam, Vatpadatvancha, Hanumat Smaranat Bhave. When one worships Hanumanji, when one seeks the blessings of Hanumanji, what would he or she get? He or she would get intellect, fame, courage, fearlessness, health, speaking ability, eloquence. He or she would become an eloquent speaker only because of the divine grace of Hanumanji. So that's why one should follow Hanumanji. One should have Hanumanji as the role model, not cricket players, cine stars and selfish politicians and all. Only Hanumanji should be the role model for all the youth, irrespective of religion, region, caste, state, country, race, etc. This is a universal principle for success. And Swami Vivekananda suggested that every youth, every individual youth should consider Hanumanji as the role model. Because if everyone gets these ideal qualities, the society would become an ideal society. Everyone would be a successful person. Now let us just summarize the Hanumanji's mission. What was the task? Demonstrate strength, power, efficiency, etc. For what? The ultimate goal is to find out Sita and her safety and come back. The time given by Sugriva was 1 month. And Jambavan asked people questions to assess their ability to cross the ocean and come back. Everybody expressed their inability in one way or other. Then Hanumanji was asked to go by Jambavan, and Hanumanji accepted that challenge and he took it up. And then what was the plan? Hanumanji had a plan to reach Lanka by crossing the Satyajojana Samudra. At what level, at what height he should go, at what speed he should go, and then at what time he should reach there. And then he faced the obstacles and he had strategy. He had an efficient plan of action to come out of the obstacles of 3 different types. And his decision was not to take rest in between, not to have any break, uninterrupted. And he also had a plan after reaching there how to search, at what time to search, in what shape to move around. Because he reached, Hanumanji reached Lanka sometime in the evening. He started in the morning. This is what some commentators said that. And then he reached Lanka around evening. And then he waited for some time, thinking that he should roam around Lanka to find out Sitaji only after sunset and moonrise. So he waited for that time. So that was the time, that was the decision. At what time I should begin my search operation. Number 2, in what way I should do that? At what size? Because Hanumanji, when he was taking off, he was like a mountain. Parvatakara darsanaha. He was like a mountain. But here, he becomes like a cat. Purushadamsaka matrasan bhabuva adbhuta darsanaha. When he becomes like a mountain, adbhuta darsanaha. When he becomes like a small cat, then also he is adbhuta darsanaha. So the size doesn't matter. We think that the personality, the height, weight, our complexion, our fairness, these things matter a lot. No, they don't matter. Your intellect, your commitment, your dedication, your determination. These are the qualities that would determine the outcome of a task that was given to you. This is the message from Hanumanji and from Sundarakanda. And he decided that he would go very small shape, but taking very small shape. And he searched for Sitaji. And when doing that, he observed every nook and corner of Lanka. And after some time, he could not find Sitaji. Then he thinks that, I am not able to do that. Then he starts thinking about the implications. Suppose he goes back to Bhagwan Ram and tells him that I am not able to find Sita, what would happen? he was thinking about the consequences. He was thinking about the implications of that. So that's what everyone has to do. Whenever you are doing something, you should, before doing that work, before taking up that, before getting into action, you should think for a while about the implications of that. According to the implications, you have to change the strategy. What to do, how to do, what not to do, how not to do. All these things will become very relevant at that point of time. Then he felt that if he goes back to Ram and tells him that he was not able to find Sita, Rama may not survive. As a result of that, Lakshmana may not survive. So then he felt that better not to go back and don't give this information that Sita is not there to Rama. Then he gets again motivated. Then he prays to Bhagavan Ram. Namostu Ramaya Salakshmanaya Devye Chatasre Janakatmajayai Namostu Rudrendraya Manilebhyo Namostu Chandraarka Maruddanebhya. He offers salutation to Bhagavan Ram, who is with Lakshmana and Sita Mata. Sugriva, who is under the control of Bhagavan Ram, Raghavena Abhipalita, and Shiva, Surya Bhagavan, and he offers respectful salutations to all of them. Then that's what we have to do. When we are facing some difficulty, just take the refuge to the lotus feet of the Lord. Rama, he will save us. He is the savior. He will protect us. He will guide us. Then after this, Hanumanji was able to see Sita ji. Then after seeing Sita, he started assessing, because he did not see Sita before this. He never saw Sita. And he only has seen Bhagavan Ram. And by looking at Ram, he was having some imagination about the way Sita ji would be looking like. And he used the technique of observation to get the confirmation that she is Sita or not. And he observed the various physical characteristics and other characteristics as well. And he observed the ornaments. The ornaments she was wearing at that point of time. The ornaments she dropped while she was being taken by Ravana. She dropped a small packet with ornaments on the Rishyamuni Parvata. Hanumanji was able to see those ornaments. So those ornaments were missing. That was the conclusion he was able to draw. Then he also saw some ornaments that were hanging on the tree. And then he wanted to have a conversation with Sita ji. And for conversation, the aspects that need attention include the language. What should be the language? Which language should be used? Sanskrit or which other language? Then he decided to use Maithili language, which is known only to Sita ji. Hanumanji is a great scholar, so he had the knowledge of all the languages. Because if he decides to speak in Sanskrit, then Sita ji may think that he is Ravana. So he selected the language, the content, what should be conveyed, how to start, volume modulation. Only Sita ji should be able to listen, not the other Rakshasa Vanitas who are around. And whether to see her and talk to her, or whether to talk her and then let her see. These are all the different choices before him, different options before him. And he was thinking about the pros and cons of each one, and then using his intellect with complete surrender to Bhagavan Ram, and then taking the decisions, appropriate decisions, in a perfect manner. And he also made efforts to motivate Sita ji, create confidence in her, and create peace of mind in her, and also tried to draw attention of Sita ji. And when Sita ji asks Hanuman, Hanuman, you are able to come here, but what about others? Then Hanuman ji says, but Vishishta Tulya Santi Manosaha. Hey Ma Sita ji, in Sugriva's group of warriors, there are people who are at par with me or who are at much higher level than me. There is nobody who is inferior to me. So by saying so, Hanumanji was indicating two things. One is egoless, he is unassuming, he is not a high profile person. Nowadays people will do 5% work and they will think that I have done 100%. They want to get the credit. Oh, I have done that, I have done this, I only can do this. No one else can do that, no one else has done that. That is the way people talk. That is the indication of ego. Ego, nothing else than ego. Whereas Hanumanji has no ego. That is why he is close to God. If you want to be close to God, then you should sacrifice your ego. जिस घर में अंधकार है उस घर में मेहमान नहीं आएगा. जिस मन में अहंकार है उस मन में भगवान नहीं रहेगा. The moment you have ahankara in your mind, Bhagavan will not be there. Bhagavan will go. He will give that complete control to the ahankara and he will disappear from there. Like the way no guest will come if there is complete darkness in our house. If there are lights, if fan is there, AC is working, then people will come to see us. If there is complete darkness, they think that oh, nobody is there, the lights are off, they must have gone somewhere, so let us not waste time, they will go back. Same way. So that was one aspect. Another aspect is that would create immense confidence in the mind of Sita ji. She would be motivated. She was rather motivated. And Hanumanji was the first, taskmaster who is well versed and who is the most efficient in motivation skills, communication skills and counseling. Sitaji's situation was very bad. At that point of time, she needs words of encouragement. She needs positive attitude. So she needs words that would enhance her positive attitude and positive thinking. So Hanumanji did that. What else one expects from an ideal person? That's why we have to get these qualities to move forward in our lives. And he also says that only small people are sent for this kind of task, madam. That's what he says. Can we say this? They say, no. In fact, I am too senior to do this work, but nobody else was there, so I only took the decision that I should do this. This is the way we project. We never say that I am a small man, so I am given this task. There are people who are, much more talented than me. They are given higher level tasks. Who will say this? Who will have that kind of egoless situation? You don't find them. In any field you see now, people are having complete ego. This ego only is killing people. It is ruining the society. It is ruining the relationships in the institutions, in the families, in every sector, in every field. Then he also says that when a small man like me can come over, crossing the ocean, why not others? Everybody will come. Very soon, Bhagavan Ram will come here with Sugriva and the Sena, and Ravana will be punished, and you will be taken back, and all of you will go to Ayodhya, and there will be coronation of Rama along with you. Sri Rama Pattabhisheka will happen. That's what he said. He gave the Bhavishwani. He predicted the future. He projected a very rosy picture, very positive picture before Sita ji, so that she gets confidence to live further. Otherwise she would have collapsed. So these are the qualities one has to acquire. And another dimension is that whenever we are given a task, there are two types of tasks. One is the primary task, the other one is the secondary task. The principle of Ramayana and Sundarakanda is that karye karmani nirtishte yo bahunya visadhayetu purva karya avarodhena sakaryam kartumarhati. When you are given a task, you accomplish this task, primary task, and then without affecting the outcome of the primary task, without compromising on the outcome of the primary task, you can carry out the secondary task as well, but not at the cost of the primary task. So the primary task assigned was to find out Sita ji and her safety. He was able to find, he spoke to her, he gave the ring that was given by Bhagwan Ram to Sita ji and motivated her, gave counseling to her, gave confidence to her, gave her assurance that very soon she would be with Ram at Ayodhya sitting on the Simhasana. He gave that. After that, he thought that I should do something more. Having completed this primary task, then he took up the secondary task, and then he wanted to see Ravana, give the message of Rama to Ravana. He would have gone back and told Rama that yes, I have seen Sita, she is in Lanka, like that. But what happened? After Rama was told that Sita ji is safe in Lanka, immediately Bhagwan Ram tells Hanuman ji, Hanuman, you have given life to us and I have nothing to give in return to you. The kind of help extended by you, I cannot repay. Then, as sarvasva bhutastu parishvango hanumataha, then he embraces Hanuman. Then after that, Bhagavan Ram asks an intelligent question, Hanuman, tell me about the security system of Lanka. Suppose if Hanumanji did not fight with Ravana's warriors, he would not have gained this information. He would not have elicited this information. So Hanumanji is very intelligent. So he fought with Vanaras, Ravana Sena, and then finally Indrajit comes and takes him to Ravana. Then he talks to Ravana, he gives the message, and he tells Dasoham Koshalendrasya Ramasya Krishnajatmanaha Hanuman Sitru Sainyanam Nihanta Maruta Atmajaha. He says that I am Ramadasa, I am servant of Rama. Who will say that? That is another indication of complete sacrifice of ego. I am servant. Who will say servant? Everybody says I am the boss, I am the boss. Who will say I am Savaka? Nobody will say. And then he also says, Jayat Chidvalo Ramo Lashmanacha Mahabalaha Raja Jayat Sugrivo Raghavena Vipalitaha. Victory to Ram. Jayat Chidvalo Ramo Lashmanacha Mahabala. Victory to Lashmana. Entire Lanka was completely demolished by him. And he did so much of damage to Lanka. Morally, Ravana lost the battle on that day. He lost the battle after few days in the hands of Rama. But Ravana lost the battle even before the battle started. Morally, on the day when Hanumanji killed so many Asura Sena and he lit fire to the Lanka, and he did greater damage to Lanka. So this is another important principle. So there are a number of examples from Valmiki Ramayana, from Sundarakanda, that would demonstrate the unique qualities one can find in Hanumanji, which are of immense use to every one of us, irrespective of age, irrespective of education, irrespective of our social, economic background. Every individual can get the benefit of these qualities, rare qualities, unique qualities. And one should try to follow Hanumanji, taking him as the role model and get inspired by him, get motivated by him. Every individual should understand these qualities and try to have these qualities in our lives, so that we lead a better life. And so this is the way, because Hanumanji is Buddhimatam Varishtam Jnanam Agraganyam. He is the most knowledgeable person, and Hanumanji is the person. Bhagavan Ram is Jagadananda Karaka. Hanumanji was instrumental in making Rama happy. He was instrumental in making Lakshmana happy. He was instrumental in making Sugriva happy. He was instrumental in making Sita ji happy. He was instrumental in making Bharata and Shatrugna happy. He was instrumental in making entire Ayodhya happy. Because of him only Rama was able to know the whereabouts of Sita. Rama was able to go there and punish Ravana, get Sita ji back, and go back to Ayodhya and become Raja of Ayodhya. So, Sita Sota Nivaranaha. This is the title of Hanumanji. So, let us all pray to Hanumanji to bless us all. Buddhirbalam, Yasodhairyam, Nirbhayatvam, Arodhatam, Ajadyam, Vatpatuttancha, Hanuman Smarana Bhavet. By taking the name of Hanuman, you get all these qualities: Buddhi, Balam, Yasaha, Dhairyam, Arodhatam, Ajadyam, Vatpatuttancha. All these qualities will come if you pray to Hanuman, if you seek his blessings, and he is Sankatamochan Hanuman. So let us pray to Hanumanji to bless us all, to bless our Hindu society, so that our Hindu Sanatana Dharma would get protection from all evil forces. And with Hanumanji's blessings, let us hope that our Sanatana Dharma would flourish in the coming days, and our youth would become more idealistic, and they will become more disciplined and dedicated and committed to ensure the progress and development of our society and our great country, Bharat Mata. Bharat Mata ki Jai. Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman. Mandalam Kosalendraya Mahaniya Gunatmane Chakravarti Tanujaya Sarvabhaumaya Mandalam Swasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahisaha Gobhramanebhyaha Subhamasta Nityam Loka Samastaha Sudhuno Bhavantu. वैशाखे मासी कृष्णायां मंदवासरे पूर्वाभाद्रा प्रसूतायां मंडलम श्री हनुमते स्वस्ति।